Get ready for another deep dive. We've got a championship matchup on the horizon that's got more twists and turns than, well, let's just say it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Plymouth Argyle versus Watford on November 22nd. And yeah, this prediction is brought to you by therealfl.co.uk.
Now, at first glance, you might think, okay, Plymouth, they're battling relegation, right? Watford. Promotion hopefuls should be a pretty straightforward prediction.
Right. You'd think so.
But
there's a twist.
There's a twist. Their home and away form, it flips the script completely.
Yeah, that's where we come in, right?
Yeah.
We've been poring over recent results, looking at team form, even those probable lineups.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, this one's got some surprises.
It does. It does.
So let's unpack it. First prediction, over 2.5 goals. Now, I know, Plymouth's offense, they haven't exactly been lighting things up.
True, but think about this. Watford's away games, they're goal fests. Even when they win, they seem to concede.
Right.
And Plymouth, they've only failed to score once at home this whole season.
So we're talking two teams that like to see the net ripple, especially Watford, when they're on the road, even if they are at opposite ends of the table.
Yeah, and the stats back it up, 7 of Plymouth's recent matches have gone over 2.5 goals. And Watford, 10 of theirs. So at 35 odds, this prediction is definitely one to watch.
Okay, now for a prediction that might raise an eyebrow or two. Draw no bet on Plymouth. Now you're thinking, hold on, Watford are the favorites for a reason. But there's more to it.
There is. Plymouth's home record, it's their secret weapon. They've held their own against some big names.
Yeah.
Sunderland, Luton Town, even Blackburn Rovers, all left home park empty-handed.
Wait a minute, are you telling me Watford have lost all 6 of their away games?
All 6.
Despite being promotion contenders.
Yeah. And that's what makes this bet so interesting. Plymouth at home, Watford struggles on the road. It all points to a much tighter match than the table suggests.
You see, this is why we do these deep dives.
Absolutely.
Okay, prediction number 3. Plymouth, over 1.5 goals. Talk to me.
Well, we saw a trend. 13 out of Plymouth's 15 goals this season, all scored at home park.
Okay.
Now, factor in Watford's defense, which, let's just say, has been generous, especially on the road. They've been letting in goals for fun. So at 54 odds, Plymouth bagging over 1.5 goals, it's looking pretty good.
Like their attack is clicking, but that defense on the road is, well...
Yeah.
Okay, let's add another layer to this. Head-to-head, last season these two met twice, both matches ending in a draw. One of those was at home park, and it was a thriller, 3-3.
Yeah, and earlier this season in the Carabao Cup, Watford managed a 2-0 win. So we're seeing a pattern here. Close encounters, especially at home park. It's not a foregone conclusion that Watford are going to walk away with this one.
Okay, so before we wrap things up, let's dive into the lineups.
Yeah.
Because this is where it gets even more intriguing. I mean, Plymouth's manager, it's Wayne Rooney.
It is, yeah. Definitely adds another layer of complexity to this match.
Yeah.
Plymouth, they've got some key players out with injuries and suspensions, but their predicted lineup, it still has some exciting names in there.
Yeah, like who?
Whitaker, for example, his pace out on the wing, that could really cause problems for Watford's high line. And then you've got players like Haj and Isaka who could make things happen in that final third.
Okay, and what about Watford? I mean, they've got some firepower up front.
Oh, absolutely. Bayo and Chakvetadze, these are players who can change a game in an instant. They've got a few absences to deal with too, but we're expecting a strong lineup from them. They need those 3 points, keep those promotion hopes alive.
Right, yeah. So let's put it all together. We're potentially looking at a high-scoring game here at home park. And Plymouth, they're looking a lot more dangerous on their home turf than you might initially think.
Yeah, and remember, all 3 of our predictions, over 2.5 goals, draw no bet favoring Plymouth, and Plymouth to score over 1.5. Those are all based on the data on what we've been seeing.
Right, we've seen Watford, they can be vulnerable on the road, even though they're aiming for promotion.
They are, yeah.
Plymouth, their home form, their ability to score goals, Watford's defensive struggles away from Vicarage Road, it just all points to a match that's going to be a lot closer than it might seem.
Absolutely.
And those head-to-heads, those draws at home park last season, even the recent Carabao Cup game, it was a close one. It adds another layer to this.
It does, yeah.
And then you've got the Wayne Rooney factor. I mean, he's brought a certain resilience to Plymouth, especially at home.
Yeah, for sure. They've shown they can compete with anyone in this league, especially at home park.
Okay, so what does this all mean for our listeners?
Don't just look at that league table and think, oh, Watford's going to win this easily. You got to factor in Plymouth's home form, how many goals they score, how Watford's defense looks on the road. This match could go either way.
We're not saying Plymouth's going to win, but they could definitely throw a wrench in Watford's promotion plans,
Ah.
especially at home park.
Yeah, that's what makes the championship so exciting. It's anyone's game on any given day.
Now, before you go and place your bets, we want to leave you with something to think about. Can Plymouth, can they pull off the upset? Can their home advantage be enough to, really derail Watford's hopes for promotion? Or will they tighten things up defensively, get that vital away win?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah,
And we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. But one thing's for sure, this one's going to be a nail-biter.
absolutely. Absolutely. So we've given you a little taste of what to expect, but if you want the full picture, the in-depth analysis, the stats, the potential lineups, all those juicy details, head over to our article on therealfl.co.uk. It's got everything you need.
Yeah, we really break it all down for you there.
All right, until then, enjoy the match. May the best team win. And we'll be back soon with another deep dive into the world of football.
Yeah, we'll see you then.